Okay, so we are making instructions for the camper. Over here is, we'll start with the water system. Here's the fill for your water. Just take a hose, stick it right in there, and it will fill up. That's about maybe 20 gallons or so, and until it'll come out here if it goes too full. And if you look in here in the camper, way back in here is your water tank. It's a plastic thing here, so that's your water tank. Now the drain, if you want to drain the water system, there's three of them. There's the valve here. You'll want to turn it this way. You'll want to go over here to the water heater side, and you'll want to turn this valve until water comes out. And then inside is, inside the closet here, down at the floor level, here is another valve to open up there. Now when it's draining, you'll want to open up a little bit of the faucets here so that you can get air to let it completely drain out. Do the sink, and then in the bathroom turn on the shower a little bit so that air can get out and drain. When the water system is on, you have to turn on this water pump here. That gives you pressure. So you just turn that on, and now you can see that we've got water coming out. So when it's not in use, I'd make sure to turn that off. Otherwise, if there's any little dripping like that, it'll drain your battery. All right, let's go over the sewer drain system. And it is down here. You have two valves. This one's missing the handle. You pull this one out, and you pull this other one out over here. And of course you got to take this cover off like this, and then open up these valves. One is the black water, and one is the gray water. All right, so then over here on the other side is in this little compartment way back in here. You see it way back here? Open this thing up, and that's got your connection. That's your hose to connect onto. Hi Jenny, I'm making a video. So you can hook it onto right here, so you can hose and go to a drain system. Okay, so this is how you close it. This is how you open it up. And then down here you have a thermostat, which goes from, it's at max to 0. And that's your temperature. It's just a manual setting. It doesn't really know anything. It just how much you put in there. Here's the fuel selector, and it goes from gas or back over here to electric. So you choose which one you're doing. If you're doing gas, burn it to gas, and this is how you light the system. And this is it shows you right here on how to run how to start the little gas system on that. Over here is a little teeny flame window. If you look down into that window, you'll be able to see a little teeny flame if its pilot light is working good. All right. Let's see. All right, so here is the water heater system, and this thing operates just like your water heater does at your home. You turn it to pilot. You press this lever, push this button down. Oops, until you push this button down, and you'll have to have an ignition source back here at right where the little flame comes out. This is very similar to a home unit, and there's lots of course, instructions right there. So, and then this is your temperature of how hot you want it. I've always run it way down here. It just seems plenty hot. All right. let's go over to the, in here is your electric system. This is how you plug into some of the units at a RV park have connectors like this. And then back in here, this compartment here has a little adapter. And if you put this adapter onto here, then you can see you can plug it into a regular extension cord. So that's what I use most of the time at home, but some of the RV parks have that kind of a connector. And there is also an extra set of keys in this compartment here in case you guys get locked out. All right. Okay, so let's look at the propane system. Way down underneath here, you can see this yellow cap is where they would fill the propane, and this valve here just turns it on and off to the system. So right now it's turned all the way off to the right. But if you wanted to open and use gas in the system, twist it all the way to the left. Then the gas, of course, will run the refrigerator, and it will use the stove, of course, and then it also has a heater system here, which all you need to do is turn it on here and then set the thermostat. And we went through how to use the gas for the refrigerator. I haven't really messed with this thing down here at all, so I would leave that alone. I think there might be fuses in that if it actually goes bad. Oh yeah, this is where the heater comes out, and when that first starts up, if you turn this on up here for your heat in your room, that thing will make a squealing noise to start off with, so don't worry about that. It goes away after a little bit. It's just hasn't got any oil in it yet, and so when it runs for a while it'll be okay. Okay, so this down here makes into a bed, and what you need to do is fold this little thing out right here, and then you take this cushion, this big long cushion, and you would put it right across here, and take this cushion out over here and put it in right in here, and that's how you make your bed. And so this cushion lifts right up, comes out, and slides right in there. So remove this, slide that into place. And of course you have your upper bin here. This actually does slide out a little further if you wanted it to. We never slid it out, but that's why you have these extra cushions, is to if you wanted to slide that out. Here is the tabletop that goes to, here's where you mount your table, and underneath here should be a, this is your, that's to put your table, and then you stick your tabletop right on there. And let's see, what else do I want to talk about? Okay, so a couple things I want to tell you about the oil pressure on the upper left there. A lot of times it just bounces around like crazy. I think the oil pressure is fine. It just does that. The other thing is that the cigarette lighter doesn't have power right now, and neither does the radio. So there might be a fuse problem. And inside this here, I have these little keys. These keys will go outside here to open this little compartment right here. This is just where your battery is. Your battery is for when you don't have any electricity nearby. It will need to be charged. It charges up whenever you plug it in. Back when I showed you about the electrical system, when you plug it into AC power, it charges this battery in here up, and then when you're driving it also gets charged. So okay, I wanted to show you one more thing. There is a level on the dashboard, and then also on the side door. that Dwan put in. And so if your vehicle is not level, you can use these boards in the back there, and you just would put them close to your wheels and just drive up on them to level them out, either both on one side or both in the front or both in the back, whatever it takes to make that thing level. And that's what those boards are for.